Hope
Good evening.
everyone is doing good.
Yes.
Okay. Was all of you submitted your assignments?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
Did
sir.
anyone face any difficulties while doing
Yes, sir.
the Excel for the data sets?
No, sir. Submitted, sir.
Okay. Did everyone understand what is a data set and what is the field type, what is a column, and what is the value of it and all?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now coming to our next topic in the data sets, relation. How many of you know about database relations?
Yes, sir. I have some idea what is it.
Okay, if you have some idea, can you explain? We are getting noise from your end. We are getting noise. Was it same for all or is it only
I'm
for
staying right.
Yes, it's not clear.
There are three types of relations: one to one, like many to many.
Sorry, your voice is not clear. It is not audible to everyone. Can someone take this opportunity and they can explain what is relation?
Am I audible now, sir?
You are audible, but we are getting noise. It's like,
Clear sound.
what about others? Is his voice clear?
Same problem, sir.
Sir. Same problem, sir.
Same
Okay.
problem.
Okay. Database relation is the one which is relating the data of one table to the other. Let's say, for example, if you are maintaining a college journals, you won't have every details in one journal. Like you will maintain all the classes in one journal, and you will maintain students list in the other journal. Yes or no? Which means
Yes,
that
sir.
we'll maintain classes in one data set and the students in the other data set. And the reference of the class will be stored in the student table. In this, for one class, we'll have many students. In general, we can call it as, if a class, that is yes or no, for a class, in a class, we can have many students, right? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
In a particular class, we can have many students. Like the same, one student belongs to only one class. If you are seeing the relation we can call, there are three types of relation. One is one to one, the other one is one to many, the other one is many to many. Got it? There are three types of relations. One is one to one, the other one is one to many, the last one was many to many. Got it? Hope you understand. Let me explain. One to one, one to many, many to many. The many to one to many we can represent as many to one as well. The reversal of one to many is many to one. One to one reversal is one to one itself. Many to many reversal is many to many. Got it? Which means 2 and 3 are same. Is it correct?
Yes, yes.
Can you
Sir.
give me the example for one to one?
Like student to student relation.
How?
Student to teacher.
No, one teacher will have many students. I'm asking about one-to-one relation.
Student, sir.
How come
Student to
student to student is a one-to-one?
One class, one.
Telephonic conversation.
One teacher, one subject.
See, in this example, owner and dog. If a owner have only one dog, the relation between the owner and dog is one-to-one, which means that in dog entity, you will have the information related to a dog, and there you can find the reference of the owner. Was it clear? Let me pull the Excel sheet and show the data.
So is Aadhaar card is also one-to-one?
Yes. Aadhaar is also one-to-one. Okay, let's take Aadhaar is also an example. I am naming the data set in the sheet AADHAR and student is one more entity. Okay, what are all the fields in the students? Student will have ID, name, phone, date of birth. What else will have for the students? Class, gender. What else?
Email address.
Email, address. What will have in Aadhaar? Number, name,
Aadhaar
address.
UID.
That is the
BID.
Aadhaar number.
Okay, sir. Father name.
Okay, let's take, for example, if this is the Aadhaar number, and can have these numbers in this table in the student. Okay. Here, if number is the key in Aadhaar, the same key will exist in the other entity, which is the Aadhaar ID in the student table. 1 minute.
Recently, I met a topic under discussion. Well, I have to say from back past onwards, my forefathers are very struggle those generations to give some information to like use some papers or some articles. There is so much of effort there, but right now our me and my father generations are too easy to connect with people or to give information or share information very quick for one click by using digital platform. Right now I am also applying for this job in digital platform only. It's very proud to me myself. Well, uh,
Okay, sorry. Okay, this key we can call it as a foreign key, but this is in database terms. But in our, sir, are you able to hear me?
Yeah, sir.
Yeah, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
In database, the relational key in the table we are calling it as a foreign key. But in zero code, we don't have any foreign keys, but which internally maintains the foreign keys. But in zero code, we'll just give the relation between two entities. Okay, like as you said, Aadhaar is one entity and student is the other entity. One Aadhaar will have one student will have only one Aadhaar. At the same time, the same Aadhaar will one Aadhaar entry will have only one student. This is the best example for one-to-one entity, and one-to-many relation. One class will have many children, and one children belongs to many children belongs to one class. That is one to many and many to one. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, can someone tell me what is many to many relation? Hello?
Yeah, sir.
Can someone tell me what is many to
One
many relation?
One teacher, many students.
Assembly like an assembly. Meetings.
Okay. What else? Many to many relation is the same entity will exist in both the entities.
Group discussions.
Yes, you can part be a the same topic can exist in multiple groups.
Yes, sir.
For example, you have a topic entity and group entity. The same topic can be discussed in multiple groups, right? That's where the many to many relation will come. Okay. After the session, I will provide you this document as well. See, for many to many, for one to one, the primary key of the first table will exist in the second table as a foreign key, and the primary key of the second table will exist in the first table as a foreign key. That is called one-to-one. Here, the one-to-one relation was not given properly. The one-to-one means the primary key of the first table will exist in the second table, and the primary key of the second table will exist in the first table. One-to-many means the primary key of the first table will exist in only the second table, it won't, the first table won't contains the primary key of the second table. That is 1 to many. Many to many means you need to have a intermediate table to join the two tables as a many to many relation. Are you able to see author and book? One author can write many books. At the same time, same book can be written by many authors. Let's take data structures as an example. Some XYZ author can write the dataset book. At the same time, the same data structure book can be written by many different authors. That's where the junction table came. Hope you understand the relations. Once you understand this, I will go through your assignments and I will explain you how you can relate your entity with the missing pieces of your assignment. Okay.
Sir?
Yes.
So the for the relation, the newspaper will be comes example as
Sorry.
newspaper. We can take a newspaper as example for relations.
Yes, for which type of relation?
Many to many, sir.
Okay, how we can take the newspaper as an example as many to many?
Sir, I mean, in a weekly basis, some of the authors wrote some. I mean, some of the authors can send their poetry and all those to newspapers. And
Okay.
they print in the newspaper and send to the customers, no, sir.
Okay.
I think.
Okay. Let me explain. Do you know about spares of a bike?
Yes, sir.
You know about spares of a bike, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You have a spare table, spares data set. Okay.
Yeah.
Spares data set and bikes data set. Okay. In bikes, what are the name of the bike manufacturers? Hero,
Hero, Honda,
Honda, TVS. Spares, spark plug,
yes, sir. Light,
brake wire.
yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Indicator lights.
Engine oil, engine.
Okay.
Leche.
Enough.
Yes, sir.
Okay. This if this spark plug is manufactured by only Honda or Hero bikes, which means that this spark plug will be related to only Hero, which means that, okay, let me call this as Hero spark plug. And we have one more spark plug card, which is generic spark plug, which can suit for all types of bikes.
Okay.
Nowadays, that can be possible, right? Nowadays, all the vendors, all the manufacturers are manufacturing their products to suit only for their products. That's where they are calling as their parts as genuine. But if you go to the outside market, you will get the compatible space for your product. But those are not genuine, but those space will suits for you.
Okay.
Understand?
Yes, sir.
One to one relationship will come like a battery and a laptop. If you have a Dell laptop, only Dell battery will suits for your laptop.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir.
And if it is genuine part, only that genuine Dell laptop part will suits only for your laptop. It won't suits for any other laptop.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, now coming to your assignments, let's go one by one. Nikhil,
Yes.
okay. Only amount credited, up to amount credited you wrote?
Yes, sir. Yes. Sir. Amount with withdrawn and amount with both.
Sorry?
Sir, amount withdrawn and also amount credited both.
Okay, up to H column you wrote.
Yes, yes, sir.
What is this entity type? What is the name of this entity?
Bank.
Okay. This is the JSON. You left the first column blank. That's why your JSON is
Yeah.
giving the column 1, column 2.
Okay, okay, sir. Okay, sir.
This is contact entity.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
College.
Yes.
What is this ID?
I'm doing like example idea.
Okay. Okay. You wrote bank, contact, and college,
And
right?
yeah, both three.
3.
Yeah.
Okay. Whose is this? Pawan? Register number, name. This college name. College is the entity. You name the Excel sheet correctly. What is this data set? Is it a college data set or a student data set? Pawan,
College, sir, college.
college will have date of birth, joining
Student
date.
data. Student, sir, sorry.
Okay.
Address as the college.
This one, patient name.
Hospital.
Okay.
Appointment.
Okay. Vinod.
Yes, sir.
You both are friends. You also name
No, sir,
the
no
sheet
nickname.
as. Sorry.
No one is there, sir, my friends, in this meeting.
Okay, this is Vinod itself, right?
Yes, sir.
Vinod, is this your Excel?
Yes, sir, this is my Excel.
You also name the sheet as college, but the data set was.
Student.
Yes. Okay. Is this expense? Whose is this? Hema. Are you there? Hello? No, right? Okay. Jyoti Priya.
Yes, sir.
What is this entity called? Is a class entity or a school entity?
School entities.
Jyoti Priya.
School entities, sir.
No, no, no. This is a class entity. School entity means you need to write school names.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Pradhan, contact. Contact is
Just
fine. Okay. Bhavani. Database. Okay. I will share the same Excel sheet with you, and at the same time, I will create the data sets for this in our Zero Code application as well. Let's choose which one will do. Simple will design a database, and the data sets for simple applications like college, hospital, kirana store. Okay. We'll do only for this. And the easy only one entity data applications will be like contact expense. Okay. Okay, first I will explain you the database for contact management system. In a contact management system, you will have contacts app. You will have two tables. One is the user table. The other one is the contacts table. Okay. Users are the one. Users is the data set, which is the one where we can store the application users information. Who is going to log into your system? Those users informations will store in the users data set. Okay. Contacts is the one. The contact belongs to an user, right? So what is the relation between the contact and a user?
One to many.
Which means that user reference will be stored in which data set?
Contacts.
Yes. And in user data set we'll have ID, name, email, password, gender, DOB, and etc. In contacts, contact ID, name, email, phone, gender, relation, and this contact belongs to which user. Okay, if you want to do a contacts application in Zero code, you need to have two data sets. One is the user data sets. User data set will come predefined in the Zero code application. So, which means that you need to create only contacts data set. Okay, let me show you that. See, we already have the users data set. See, we have many columns inside it. Last activity time, last name, middle name, password, picture, what is the roles, salutation, status, user code, username. There are many columns in the user table, which in Zero code we are preloaded it with. Why? Because every application have users data, so we are preloading the users table. Now we will create the contact data set. So contact. Okay. In contact, what are the fields we have? Name,
Phone number.
email, mobile, gender. Now we'll take the relation field. Okay. You are creating a relation from contact entity, which means that your contact will belongs to only one user. So you need to give user. The relation was one to many, and here it is the user. Here it is contacts. Why? Because in user table you will have many contacts. That's why that is the target data set. That's why you are mentioning the contacts are many for a user. Hope you understand this. If you having any doubt, please ask me now. Now I am creating one-to-many relation. Okay, one contact belongs to only one user, but one user will have many contacts, which means that when a user logged in, only he can view his personal contacts. You can't view others' contacts. For that reason, we have this kind of relation. To develop a contacts application, you just require only one data set, that is contact. Actually, you require two tables, two data sets, but in Zero Code, you already have the users data set. That's why we are creating only one data set, that is called contacts. Okay. Now, this is the relation field we added. Okay, see, here we have the user. Now, if you go to users table dataset, you can see the contact relation. If you create a field in relation field in one dataset, that will be automatically displayed in the other dataset where you targeted that. Okay. Like the same expense as well. You will have only one table that will relate to user itself. Why? Because all the expenses are belongs to only one user. Hello.
Yeah, sir.
Expenses will belongs to only one user, right?
One to one, sir.
No, not one to one. One user will have many expenses, but one expense will belongs to only one user.
Yes, sir.
If you are writing your expenses and if you are going to store all of your family members' expenses in one database, then you require users table is nothing but your family members table. Got it? Guys, I'm are you able to
Yeah,
follow
sir.
me, or
Yes, sir.
still you are having confusions?
Yeah, sir. It's
Sir,
clear, sir.
follow.
Your users table is like your family members table, and your expense table is nothing but the expense table. In your expense, who spent that amount, you need to mention that in every row, right? Otherwise you can't find who spent which row of item. Okay, I'll create the expense table and show the relation. Expense what will have an expense? If you want to maintain your expenses more clear, you need to use date and time. Why? Because from that you can find on which day and what time you spend, that you can find. Otherwise, if you want to note your expense on a date basis, you just need to use your field as date, column as date. What may be the other field? Expense note. Okay, what will be the other? Amount to spend. And if you want, let's see, first. Who don't have that? Okay. Which field I missed now? Still, what is the column I need to add? Hello?
Credit debit.
Date and time.
I already added date.
There is no
I'm not
time.
bothering about time now. I will
Okay.
note just the date of the expense. I'm not that
Okay.
much clear for about my expenses.
Okay.
Still, I missed one field. What is that field?
Name.
Credit debit.
Name. Sorry?
Credit debit.
That's what the type is.
Name, sir. Person name.
That's why the name will give the relation. The application relation will give. Previously, what is the relation I given? One to many. From expense to user, which is a one to many. That's what I have shown earlier. Now I will show the many to one relation. I'll create the relation from user now. From user to expenses. Why? Because one user will have, that's why I'm giving the plural form of the expense. Labeling is also more important. Currently I'm in the user data set. I am giving the relation to expense, but one user will have many expenses, right? That's why I'm giving expenses as a name. The relation is many to one. Now the target data set is expense, but in expense, the relation is singular. That's why I'm giving user as a label. The relation will automatically come. Now, if you go and see the expense data set, you can see the user data set as one relation, which means that just now you said expense will have the name of the user, right? Who spent it? That's this user. If you are logged into any application, you don't need to enter your name, right? You will just note down your expenses. Why? Because the logged in user is the user who spent that amount. Hope you understand the relations, one to many and many to one. And right now we have seen only two applications. One is contact, the other one is expense management application. If you develop a contact management application, which means that all of your users' contacts will be stored in one database. When a user logged in, he can view only his contacts. For that reason, you are giving relation between your user table and contact table. The same thing you have given to expense. Hope you understand.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, this is single data set applications, right? Now we'll go to the multiple data set applications, which are little complex than the single data set applications. Which one will choose for now?
So like hospital.
Sorry.
Hospital.
Okay. In hospitals, can you first tell me what are all the entities we will have, the data set we will have in hospital? Let's take, if you have a chain of hospitals, you need to have a data set for hospital. Okay. What may be the other entity?
Patients.
Patient name.
Ward number.
No.
Ward number.
Doctors.
Doctors.
No, we are not going to do a
That's-
multiple, some complex application. We'll do a simple hospital appointment booking application. Let's say if you are having a group of hospitals, those group of hospitals will be, the names of the group of hospitals will be stored in one table. Okay, the other one was doctors. First, we'll complete the data set for these two entities, then we'll come to the other entities in the same hospital management system. Okay, now I'm going to create a new spreadsheet. Hospital, doctors. Okay, I'm going to give a unique code for every hospital, name, address. Okay, HOS 1001 is my first hospital. HOS 1002 is my second hospital. HOS 1003 is my third hospital. Okay. Can you give me the names?
Manipal Hospital.
No, all the hospitals belongs to only one owner, so we'll give Manipal. Arogya.
Apollo.
I can name my all groups, my hospital groups names will be one big entity, but to identify the hospital, I will give a unique name for every hospital, right? So that every person will easily identify the hospital. How many of you are there in the hostels, in the residentials in your college?
Present
Is
time in
anyone
hostel,
there?
sir.
No. In your BTech college or in your intermediate college, how many of you been in the hostels?
Yes, sir.
Many people will stay in the hostels, right? There will have many blocks.
So,
They name every block as a different name. Got it or
yeah.
not?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Like that, if one big hospital chain, let's take Apollo Hospital. Apollo Hospitals is the big entity name. If they have the hospital in Jubilee Hills, they can name it as Apollo Super Speciality. If they have the hospital in Banjara Hills, they can name it as Apollo Cradle, Apollo Night Clinic. They will call it like this, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Like that, I am naming as, we'll take this like this.
Apollo Pharmacy, sir.
Apollo Pharmacy is different.
Multi-specialist.
Okay, sir.
Apollo Pharmacies are the medical shop, right?
Apollo multi-specialist.
Yes. Now we'll take the doctors. We'll give a unique code for every doctor, name, gender.
Specializations.
No, one doctor will have many specializations. For that, what you need to do?
Mobile.
Specialization will become one entity. Here you will have specialization code and name. Cardiologist,
Neurologist.
Gynecology.
Astrology.
ENT. Anesthesia.
Okay, enough. Okay.
Sharma.
Gender is female.
Sandhya.
Okay. Okay. Now you can give designations like this, the specializations. One doctor can do multiple specializations as well, right? If one doctor belongs to only one specialization, we can directly give the specialization code here. If the same doctor belongs to multiple specialization, you need to create one join table between doctor and specialization. That data set will be like doctor specialization. Here you will have only doctor code, specialization code. Hope you understand this.
Yes, sir.
The same doctor have two specializations here. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And now coming to hospital, the same doctor can available in multiple hospitals as well, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Then
Yes, sir.
we need to maintain one more data set called hospital and doctor. There you need to maintain hospital and the doctor field as a relation. Okay. Now patient. Patient also will have unique code, name, gender,
Problem, sir.
phone. We'll come to that problem later. Now we need to have an appointment table, which is called appointment data set. What may be the fields in the appointment data set? Now tell me.
Appointment date.
Date or name.
Date
Patient
and time.
Timings.
Sir, doctor who's
ID,
Doctor name.
Doctor.
date, time,
Doctor
doctor.
name.
Then no,
specialization.
we won't store the doctor name in this appointment table. We'll relate to doctor data set.
The specialization, sir.
Patient name.
No, which means that we will relate to patient. Still one more field is missing.
Sir, day
Contact
also.
number, sir. Contact.
Day, sir.
Sorry,
Age.
age will come from the patient. If you have DOB here, can find the age
Yes,
of
sir.
the patient, right?
Yes, sir.
Doctor, if you
This
have
is
doctor
type.
code, no, if you have doctor code, you have all the information related to the doctor, right? What is the name of the doctor and what is the specializations of him? Everything you can find. If you have the patient ID, you can find everything about the patient. Hospital is missing here. Got it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Why? Because the same doctor will be available in multiple hospitals,
Multiple
right?
hospitals.
If you see the appointment, you need to tell this is the appointment related to so and so patient, so and so doctor, and this will be treated in so and so hospital. The consultation will be in so and so hospital.
Yeah.
Okay. This is a simple doctor hospital appointment application with its data sets and relation. Hope you understand.
Yes, sir.
For simplicity, we can, if you want, we can remove the specialization and all. We'll keep only hospital, doctor, and appointment. This is what little bit complex, right? That's why I'm removing some data sets so that it will be easy to you whenever you are learning it. Once you have the hands-on, you can any type of complex applications. Why? Because it's just one more data set and one more field, right? Okay. Now I am removing this specializations also. I'm removing appointment. I'm keeping patient. I'm keeping hospital, doctor. I'm keeping that. No, I'm removing that as well. Yes. Here we can maintain patients, and here I will maintain hospital as well. Why? Because as per this database structure, Ajay will serve in only one hospital. He won't go to the other hospital and treat the patient in the other hospital. You got it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, what are the data sets you got? Hospital, doctor,
Patient,
patient, and
Appointment.
appointment. In appointment table, you don't need hospital as well. Why? Because you have doctor, right? In doctor, you already have the hospital information. Okay, that's why I removed hospital from the appointment. Or if you keep this, we need to have this as well. Hospital doctor. I think that's all related to how complex you are going to develop your application and what is the scope and what is the requirement. Based on your requirements, you need to design your data sets, fields, and based on your requirement, you need to relate it. Okay. Guys, hope you understand it. I will share this Excel.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can you create these data sets in your login? Is it fine?
Yes, sir. We can do that.
yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I'll write down the relations as well.
Okay, sir.
This is text, text area. Priyanka will share this Excel with you. Okay. or else we'll keep the application simple. I'm removing hospital and hospital doctor as well, which means that you will have only one hospital and you are going to issue appointments for your patients to the available doctors. So that the application will be simple, right?
Okay, sir.
Okay. Okay. Okay, guys. Hope you understand the relations, data set, columns, rows, and data types as well. Okay. And I will share this Excel sheet with Priyanka. She will share with you. You guys please create these data sets in your login so that we'll create the APIs on the same data types. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Once you
Okay.
completed the APIs on your page session, they will demo you how to link your pages with your data sets through APIs. Okay, we are running out of time. Hope everyone understand the concepts of data set and the JSON. We'll meet on Monday.
Sir,
Okay,
Yes.
sir.
sir, I
Yes,
send
please.
it today assignment. Please check, sir.
Can you please your name?
Vinita.
VIN. Can you spell your name?
Surya Vinita.
So just now I have sent her like assignment. Please check. So just now I have sent.
If it is a ticket booking, no one will ask you about your gender. And if it is a ticket booking, you need to select the show timing.
Okay, sir.
Why? Because same seat will be allotted to 4 shows on a particular day, or it depends upon the number of shows on a particular day, right?
Yes, sir.
Whenever you're booking a tickets in Book My Show or any website, they won't ask you about your name, gender, and all. They will ask you to select the seats and the show. That's it, right? If it is bus booking, it is gender specific. Why? Because they have few concerns, right? On a female seat aside, only female can book. Those kind of rules was there. That's why on bus booking, you need to give the gender. Okay, fine. Okay, bye. Happy weekend.
Sir. Bye, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yes. If anyone have doubts, you can stay back, or else remaining can leave. I will be here for 5 more minutes or 2 minutes. If you have doubts, I will clarify. Otherwise, you can leave.
Sir, I have one doubt, sir.
Yes, please.
So that means we have to log in that zero code development kit app credentials, no, sir. Login.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
got these type of credentials, right?
Yeah, yes, sir. I
You
got
need to
that.
log into the first application, development kit.
Okay, sir.
In that, you need to go to data sets and you need to create these 3 data sets.
Okay,
One is
sir.
doctor, the other one is patient, the other one is appointment.
Okay, sir.
And these are the columns in it, and in the row 2, I mentioned the data type of it.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Okay.
Sir, is assignment or practice, sir?
It's like both.
Okay, sir. How to send, sir?
You don't need to send. You just do it there.
Okay, sir.
Okay, guys, bye.
Yeah, bye, sir. Thank you.
Sir, bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
ma'am.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Guys, tomorrow we don't have any session. So again, we'll catch up on Monday. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah, fine. Yeah. Thank you. Have a
Thank you,
great
ma'am.
day. Bye.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.